Did you know that one of the most iconic symbols of Filipino heritage is not just pottery, but a window into the ancient soul of the Philippines? Imagine walking through a museum and coming face to face with an artifact that tells a story older than most civilizations. The Manunggul Jar is more than a relic. It's a testament to the beliefs, artistry, and spiritual depth of early Filipinos, inspiring awe and curiosity to this day. The Manunggul Jar is a masterpiece of ancient craftsmanship, a vessel that has survived millennia to tell us about its makers. Its smooth curves and intricate designs speak of a culture that valued both beauty and meaning, challenging us to look deeper into life, death, and the mysteries beyond. Palawan, 2,000 years ago, wild, untamed, and filled with ancient peoples who honored their dead in ways that still resonate today. The Manunggul Jar's story began in 1964, when Dr. Robert Fox and his team excavated the Taban Caves in Palawan. Deep within Chamber A, they unearthed a burial jar unlike any other, placed with care and surrounded by offerings. For ancient Filipinos, death was a passage, a journey to another world. The Manunggul Jar was crafted to accompany and guide the deceased on this voyage. The Manunggul Jar stands out for its exquisite design and symbolic power. Radiocarbon dating places it over 2,000 years old. Its surface is adorned with swirling lines representing waves and the eternal flow of life. The craftsmanship is so refined that experts still marvel at it today. On the lid, two tiny figures in a boat glide across the sea. One sits at the front, hands folded, while the other stands behind, steering. Archaeologists believe the seated figure is the soul of the deceased, and the standing figure is the boatman guiding the soul to the afterlife, a powerful symbol of the soul's voyage. The Manunggul Jar is a physical manifestation of ancient Filipino beliefs. It shows that life and death were interconnected, and that the soul continued its journey after death. When you see the jar in a museum, you're looking at a piece of the human spirit, preserved in clay for thousands of years. The Manunggul Jar tells us that death was seen as a journey, not an end. The boat on the lid is a symbol of hope and safe passage, reflecting the belief that the soul would find peace on the other side. The image of spirits sailing off, guided by a boatman, is deeply rooted in Filipino culture. The sea was both a barrier and a pathway, and the journey across water was a sacred rite requiring courage and faith. Across Southeast Asia, similar burial jars have been found, like the Sahuin jars in Vietnam and Ban Chiang pottery in Thailand. But the Manunggul Jar's detailed boat scene is rare, blending Austronesian maritime culture with indigenous beliefs. The farewell to the dead was not just grief, but a celebration of the journey to come. The Manunggul Jar captures this spirit, reminding us that every goodbye is also a wish for safe travels and new beginnings. The discovery of the Manunggul Jar was a turning point in Philippine archaeology. Found with other burial goods, it suggests that the people of Palawan had sophisticated beliefs about death and honoring their ancestors. Today, the Manunggul Jar is a national treasure, displayed in the National Museum of the Philippines. It's a symbol of Filipino identity, resilience, and creativity, a link to the past and an inspiration for the future. The Manunggul Jar even appeared on the old Philippine 1,000 peso bill, chosen to represent the deep roots of Filipino culture and the wisdom of the ancestors. The jar's design is a masterpiece of ancient technology. Made from fine clay and decorated with hematite, its patterns represent water currents, linking the deceased to the transformative power of water. The Manunggul Jar is just one example of the rich belief systems that flourished in the Philippines long before foreign influences. It's a window into a world where every object and ritual had meaning. Secondary burial, where bones were cleaned and reburied in jars like the Manunggul, was common among Austronesian societies. Grave goods suggest the dead were provided with items for the afterlife, and the jar's boat motif encapsulates this worldview. The story of the Manunggul Jar is a living legacy, inspiring people of all ages. When you visit the museum, you become part of its story, joining a long line of seekers and storytellers. Experts continue to study the Manunggul Jar, uncovering new insights into its origins and meaning. Its boat motif echoes the maritime traditions of Austronesian peoples, symbolizing movement, exploration, and the quest for meaning. The Manunggul Jar's story lives on in classrooms and art. Teachers use it to spark curiosity, and artists reinterpret its forms, keeping its themes of journey and hope alive. In Filipino homes, the story of the Manunggul Jar is passed down through generations, becoming a symbol of continuity and a reminder to honor our ancestors. The legacy of the Manunggul Jar is celebrated in festivals and cultural events, where performers bring its story to life. It's a symbol of unity and belonging, inspiring pride and resilience. Compared to burial artifacts from other civilizations, the Manunggul Jar's boat motif is a uniquely Southeast Asian vision of the soul's journey, highlighting the diversity of beliefs about death and the afterlife. As you gaze upon the Manunggul Jar, reflect on its journey, from a cave in Palawan to a national museum, from ancient hands to modern eyes. It carries the hopes and dreams of generations, a silent witness to the enduring power of the human spirit. The Manunggul Jar invites us to embark on our own journeys, inspired by the mysteries and wisdom of the past.